Bear with me as I bravely attempt to make it through this recap without vomiting. Sorry, let's try that again. Today was Felix Day, which found the King coming off an encouraging first start back from his second DL stint of the season. Shockingly enough, he picked up right where he left off, 9 Rangers up, 9 Rangers down. Felix was working his spots, staying down in the zone, and raining strikes. Then the 4th inning happened, and Mariners fans far and wide were treated to the agony of an entire Edgar weekend concentrated into the span of several batters. Facilitated by a trio of walks and some suboptimal fielding, the Rangers scratched out 3 runs, loading the bases for round order. Scott Servais called upon Andrew "Mini Maple" Albers to save the day, as he's done repeatedly throughout the second half. It didn't work. By the time the 4th inning had mercifully ended, the Rangers were up 72. They would add one more run in the 6th to make it 82. At that point the game was all but wrapped up, or was it? Because the 2017 Mariners were born with some infuriating nucleotide in their DNA that precludes them at all costs from ever letting us down gently, they launched a bit of a comeback. Starting with a run in the 6th inning on a Yonder Alonso double play, the M's would cut the deficit to 3 runs in the 7th on a 2-out 2-run single by Robinson Cano. Mike Zunino and Ben Gamble kicked off the 8th inning with back-to-back doubles, but after a failed pinch-hit Caltech and pinch-hit sandwich, some tootin' and blainin' from Gamble, and quite possibly the worst bases loaded at bat I've ever seen courtesy of Alonso, the 1 run was all they could muster. The M's even put the gammoning run on base in the bottom of the 9th after a Kyle Seager single, but in moment of haunting beauty, Carlos Ruiz rode in from left field on a white stallion to pinch hit for the beleaguered Alonso, only to line out Stifel's bile to end the game. Ugh. The M's have lost 6 games in a row. This includes 2 losses against a Rangers team they took 3 out of 4 from just last week. Their playoff odds wretches have crept below somebody hold my hair 1.5%. Now, because I'd prefer not go to bed nauseous, I'd like to share a few bright red dim spots, red specks nearly imperceptible to the human eye. Mitch Haniger went yard. Harbinger is positively raking in September. Tried at 180 WRC on for size, increasing his season WRC to 126. Plus he had a pretty tasty catch in center. Nelson Cruz also went yard. The 37-year-old slugger continues to defy his physio-temporal limitations and is hitting baseballs as hard as he's ever hit baseballs at any point in his career. Shea Simmons struck out the side in the 8th inning. In 6 scoreless innings this season, he's struck out 7, walked 2, and allowed just a single hit. Cleveland beat the Angels again tonight. Schadenfreude is a haluva drug. It's decidedly sweater weather again. Consider this moderately chilly recapper's wardrobe rejuvenated. I recently heard about these guinea pigs that were named by a neural network, and it's legitimately the best thing I've seen all month. Fuzzable and Hanger Dan kill me every time. Boomsticks and buzzberries aside, this 2017 season is truly the gift that keeps on giving, and today's contribution was a special smorgasbord of frustration, pain, and chunks of Felix Hernandez's bicep. Something tells me this'll be a tough one to digest.